ladies and gentlemen. Now today I wanted to have a little bit of a chat and break down the shiny new featured 5-star champion crystal that has just appeared this evening and talk about whether or not I personally believe it's worth going for the majority of players, and kind of, you know, put out some arguments as to why it might be worth it and some more arguments as to why it is not worth going for. So to have a look at these 24 champions at a glance, there are a lot of champions that you don't necessarily want to pay 10k for, let alone 15k, but there are some really big wins in this crystal. So if we have a look in terms of a tier list format, some of the biggest wins here and the reasons to potentially go for this and gamble on this crystal, I think the two biggest ones are Dr. Doom and Guillotine 2099. Like, both of these champions are absolute beast mode, and I know so many players love Dr. Doom as a character that regardless of anything I say in this video, they're just going to go ahead and gamble, man. And fair play, I don't blame you. I love him. He is so much fun to play. So he's a really good champion to get your hands on. And Guillotine, she's beast mode for variant 3, really good for a lot of Act 6 stuff as well. Also Labyrinth of Legends, and she's like the biggest damage ramp up potential in the entire game, which can't properly be utilized yet, but maybe Abyss of Legends she's going to be really good for. So I'd say that you know, Dr. Doom and Guillotine are probably the two biggest reasons to go for this 15k one. Also, in terms of the newer champions that are exclusive to this crystal, you've got Elsa Bloodstone, Vision Arcus, and Mr. Fantastic. Also got Man-Thing as well. Good for that one path in 6.3 if you need a solution to that. But yeah, aside from that, you've got like some pretty good beyond God tier champions like Archangel. Still puts in work in any matchup where you can bleed and poison. Morningstar, still a beast if you enjoy her playstyle. Venom the Duck, like a really good champion, especially for variant 2 and all sorts of stuff across the shop. Darkhawk, very good for variant 3. But yeah, it really depends like which of these champions you are after and what your reason is to spend the additional 5,000 shards in most scenarios to gamble for this crystal. Like, if you've got the sigil, 1k more, like, it's not too bad to go for, because the likelihood that you're going to get, you know, a low demigod tier champion or above is about 2 in 3. So there's only a 1 in 3 chance you're going to be completely shafted. However, one of the things you need to consider in the bigger picture is all of the champions that are not in the 5-star featured, and you probably need a lot of these champions, man. The 5-star basic, it's cheaper, and it just has so many crazy characters in. So to go over you know, some of the God tier, beyond God tier champions that aren't in the featured. So keep this in mind. If you do go for the featured, you have a 0% chance of getting Domino, Omega Red, Namor, Symbiote Supreme, Magic, Aegon, Nick Fury, Blade, Corvus Glaive, Hyperion, Captain Marvel Movie, Medusa, Ghost, Warlock, Starknot, Spider-Man, Void, Captain America Infinity War, Quake, Thing. Also got champions like Iceman, Emma Frost, Sabretooth, Havoc, Sunspot, Ghost Rider, Dr. Voodoo, Black Widow Clairvoyant, who's just added today as well, Gwenpool, Night Thrasher, Spider-Man Stealth Suit, Venom, Proxima Midnight, Cull Obsidian, Star-Lord, Sentinel, Iron Man Infinity War, Doc Ock, Gladiator Hulk, She-Hulk. So, you know, just put it in perspective, man, because it's always really good to have this perspective that there are so many game-changing champions in the 5-star basic. So just to put it in comparison in terms of a wonderful pie chart, so the chance of you pulling a Beyond God tier champion is slightly higher overall from a 5-star basic, and also the chance of you pulling a God tier is a few percent higher as well. So you've got a much higher chance of getting those really top tier champions if you're going for a basic. The chance of pulling a high demigod tier champion is slightly lower, however, but the chance overall of pulling a low demigod tier champion or above is roughly the same. It's a little bit higher on the 5-star featured though, and the chance of you pulling like a champion that's probably gonna, you know, not really be ranked up, leveled up forever, is about 1 in 3 when it does come to both of the crystals. So, you know, just something to keep in mind, man. I would say for the majority of players, again, because the The 5-star basic is cheaper and still has the higher chance overall that you are going to get a game-changing champion. I would probably stick to the 5-star basic. The 5-star featured, again, is a very, very narrow gamble. And a lot of the time, you'd just be wasting the shards on a character that you could have pulled from the 10k crystal for, like, you know, 50% less of the price. But, you know, there's always that element in MCOC of just going, screw it, I want to roll the dice. And sometimes it pays off, man. You might open 1 crystal and get Dr. Doom. You might open 5 crystals and get Falcon, Iron Man, Spider-Man Miles, Karnak, and Thor Jane Foster. You never know what could happen, mans. So just know what you're trying to search for in order to get some good progression in the game, or just champions that you really want to have fun with. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you did enjoy this breakdown of the brand new featured 5-star hero crystal. And if you did, if you do me a massive favor and smash that like button, that'd be greatly appreciated. Aside from that, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.